Still trying to figure all this stuff out, and I don't know what I'm looking at. So let me try this. So somebody give me a holler. Let me know if I'm working or not. Well, wait a couple more seconds to see what happens. I'm trying something new today with the 2 cameras, so we'll see. No. And looking back to Facebook chat. No, I don't have any. I'll check back on my Happy Hoarder, see what's going on. Nobody. Okay, just me. So I guess we'll get started because I am going to be videoing this, and so if people want to watch it later, they can do that. I have had a busy week, and I went shopping 3 times, and so I picked up a lot of stuff, some of which is decorative stuff, and some is fun stuff like this. And I wanted to kind of show off the fun stuff on my live show. So one thing that I found, I'm trying out this new thing to see how this is working, and maybe you'll like it because you kind of see it coming. But I went one day and I found this print. Actually, I think I found this one first. So I found this print, and it's really interesting. On the back, it says Kaiser Lantern, and like a lantern, I guess. I don't know. But when I looked it up, it's like a really high intensity print. And the colors it's almost like it's screen printed. So it's really interesting how it's done. And then I went back another day and I found the other one. And so that was kind of funny. So I think these would be so cute for Valentine's Day, just to have, somewhere on a display or on the mantle. So I like those. Anyway, those are cute. Hey, thank you, Deborah, for showing up. I appreciate it, Deb. Now, one of the things that I really like are one-of-a-kind art, and I'm always on the lookout for that. So what I found this piece, and this piece has beads on it. Wait a minute, I think I'm upside down. How do you know with real art? I think that's the way it goes, don't you? So I'm pretty sure that's the stem over here. So that's the stem right there, maybe. And this flower, and then this, yeah. And so it's just a really weird piece. I don't see, yeah, I do see its signature. So right here, very tiny, but it was $1.75. Oh, and those other little pictures were 75 cents each. So it was $1.75. I couldn't pass it up. That is just gonna be so much fun to put up. Yeah. Well, hello. I don't know your name around the house, but I'm so glad you showed up. You can want to pop your name in. Anyway, I was just showing that I had picked up this one-of-a-kind art for $1.75. And one of the places I like to shop the most is a Rolling Hills Ministry, and that is a thrift store that helps disaster relief. And Louisiana, we got our share of disasters. Probably going to have some this year as well. I found this really sweet jade tree, and I was just looking on somewhere. Oh, it's on Facebook. There's a group, like a thrifters group I like to follow, and someone found one of these with big old oranges on it. But the one I found has some flowers, and I'm trying to figure out where center is. Yeah, and now there are a couple of chips and a couple of leaves missing, but overall it's in really good shape. Now I kind of like played with it and kind of made it pretty. And I do need to clean it up because it's a little dusty. So, well, hey Cheryl, thanks for saying that. Yay, Deborah knew you. Hey, so this thing only, it was just a weird price, $2.45, but I really love this stuff, and I think that's gonna be so pretty for spring decorating. Right now, I'm trying to put away spring, and that is a challenge all of its own to try to decide. Some things it's pretty obvious because they're pink, and like that's spring, but there's some things that are kind of in between. I'm not quite sure what to do with, but that's something I'm working on. I found this little bitty thing, and it's just the cutest little tiny thing. Senior thrift store. Oh yeah, I love that thrift store. And then we have like 5 now. 5? Yeah. And this was 55 cents. It's just this tiny little bird dish, and Okay, so I'm all about the tiered trays. I'm always talking tiered trays. We're actually having a open collaboration for tiered trays, so be looking for my video about that. And anyway, but it's for fall, not for birds. So that's a good for spring tiered trays. Putting that back here. Somewhere safe. Please don't fall. So one of the notes that I left myself was, I have notes because I'm like, don't forget to do this. So I found some scarves and I love these colors and they look okay on me. Okay, my light's changing. I don't know if y'all see it, but I definitely do. But I have these 3 different scarves. I just love the purple and then this rust color. Yeah, I kind of look okay, I guess, in rust. But then the really pretty red. But not only do I want to use these for me, I want to use them for tablescapes as well. And they're really cool. They're just really nice. Now, one of the things is the cleaning. The challenges of cleaning scarves because some say spot clean, some say, dry clean only, things like that. So I've got to deal with that because I do want the cleaning. But I just wonder if you iron them with a steam dryer. I mean, I'm sorry, if you iron them with a steam iron, would that help? Kind of clean them up. We'll throw that over there. I know these are out of style, but I guess you don't see them around much anymore, but never, and y'all know this, Deborah, I never let style get in my way. I do what I do. But I found one of these sugar molds and, they put the candles in them. And I just think these are the coolest things. And I paid $5.99, but it was 20% off that day. So that's like $4 something, like $4, I don't know, I can't do math, like $4 and something. So it's a really good deal. Hey, Edwin. Oh, you just missed my beautiful scarves. Oh, but you're just in time to see. I put my my little Halloweeny stuff right here. My little pumpkins. They're so cute. I know I got to quit decorating for Halloween. Got to save something, but I just love those guys. So anyway, I got this candle holder and it's very dirty. I really need to clean it up. One of the things you get when you only pay $5.99. But I seem to recall back when these were in style that they were very expensive. So I was so glad to get this. It's like I missed that whole thing because I couldn't afford it and got them now. But there's that. Oh, Edward, I haven't gotten to all the fun stuff yet. But how do you like my new split screen? Is that work? Can y'all see this? Is this working? Because I don't know what y'all are seeing. I don't know. So I got a few goodie bags, and one had some Christmas stuff in it. And speaking of Christmas, so I have a list of what I need to do today. See my notes? Yeah. It's called the Confessions of a Hoarder moment. Over here on the side of my room here, I have about 8 bags of Christmas stuff, just goodie bags full of Christmas stuff. Well, one of the bags had a lot of fall decor in there, so I had to just dig in there. And so I found this. I saw this. I immediately knew who this was. And I don't know if you're familiar with the brand that makes these crazy things. It's Catherine's Collectibles, and I knew it was one of hers. Now, he is missing his little bell, but these things are like priced all over the place, and he is good. I could either make him something for one of my Gothic clowns, but since he's got so much personality on his face, then I think not. But yeah, I'm going to probably put this back on eBay. And I said, if I could only get one of these little bitty bells, that would be perfect. And then I found a bell. There's one of those goodie bags. There's a whole bunch of these tiny bells. Wow, that is amazing. So I can fix him up. And I can put him on eBay, but I need some money. I need to do it. Oh, let me put you over here. What do you say? All right, so this is something I found. Do I want to get on this yet? No, wait. Okay, I want to get in Halloween a little bit later. I have Halloween over here and over here. I don't know if I can do the mirror. Let me see how I can do the mirror where it's not crazy. Yeah, I'll probably tilt it down. I found this old mirror, and you can see you see me probably. And look how cute that is on the back where somebody signed it. And I don't know what this person's name. Oh, here it is. This belongs to Parker somebody. Oh, everything's so backwards for me. Anyway, that is the sweetest little old mirror. And I want to do something so when I am taking photos of my vintage dolls, then I want to put this kind of in the picture so that they're getting a reflection. I just thought that was so precious and vintage looking. So if I put it down, what do y'all see? Yeah. Oh, by the way, I've got new lighting. If you haven't noticed how my face looks, you can see my face. So that was a thing. Yeah, I worked really hard this week getting stuff together to try to do a better job. And originally I had all this stuff piled up right here, but when I realized you could see all this stuff, I thought, okay, that's a bit much. That's gonna kill everybody. So now I had to put stuff on the bottom again. I'm dead here on the floor. It's gonna be a pain. But I'm ready. Halloween. I got to get the Halloween out. But I thought this is a cake pan. And it's kind of scuffed up on this side. And that still looks adorable. I mean, that is the cutest. I mean, that is weird. You can't really tell right there. Isn't that the cutest thing? Have y'all ever seen one of these? I love old things just like me. But of all the things, I've never seen something like this. Well, I think it would be adorable for a door, decoration or something. Me, I will probably put it on a stand, but I'm going to display it this way where it's really shiny and actually have the reverse. I think that looks pretty cool too. And I love the way the light's bouncing off of this. In this case, a lot of mirrors. And I pay $1.75 for this little doll. I think this is the cutest thing. And I rarely look in the food area. I mean, like kitchen stuff, because I do a lot of cooking anyway. So I was just happened to be over there, and there's all these cake things. Oh, it does have it. I know it does have a vintage look. Yeah, this is so sweet. But I don't know anything about it. I'm gonna look. I haven't looked it up on eBay or anything. I'll look it up, see what it says. Kind of stuck it in here. So, but I'm gonna get some Halloween stuff out. So speaking of Halloween, I collect. Something's falling everywhere. I collect scarecrows that have the corn husk face, and I know there's some that have cloth face, but will still kind of look like these, but I like corn husk faces. And this guy is so big. I mean, I've never seen one this big. And this corn kept showing up in all my other goodie bags. And I was like, why am I getting so much corn? I think it all came out of him because he's got all this corn in him. So he is so full of corn, and I have to glue it back. Now, the problem with this corn, yeah, you cannot put this up in the attic. So you have to get your corn out of you first. What's his heart? This is his face. He got a sweet face. And you have a sweet face. I love his color. He's huge compared to my other ones are like a foot tall at the most. This thing is giant. So I am so excited about him. He's a cutie. Hang on. Oh, things on the floor. Why are you on the floor? All right. So speaking of original art and noisy things that I have, I'm still into 10. I know they're kind of doing their thing. They're on their way out as well. I like it. I do like it. I know that's the first time I've ever seen there was any kind of height, because every one of the little scarecrows, the little corn husk scarecrows, they were always, like I said, about a foot tall at best. So this one I got because I love this stuff. I love 10 stuff. It's cute. But someone had I'm making more noise back here. So someone had painted that with grapes. I don't need the grape, and so I'm gonna have to sand off their art because I froze over here. Coming back. Nope, maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Oh, come back. I lost my camera. All right, speaking of original art, this, now they had this price pretty high, and I looked at it and I thought, okay, that's pretty cool, except once again I have no idea which is up. I'm liking the dripping down. What do y'all think? Like that, the dripping down? So I'm gonna zoom in, and do you see the gold in there? How that's hitting that gold? That's that metallic. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing all these metallics. So yes, this is like a copper, gold, and a bronzy color. Copper, metallic. So it's got a little sheen to it. So I think this is really cool. I'm thinking something not necessarily a featured piece, but something you'd put on the side, and maybe there'd be some other things overlapping, because when I do my mantle and everything's overlapping. I like that look. So I think that was really, I always love getting an original art. And I think they had $6.75 on it, and they marked it down to $3.75. And I said, oh yeah, you're coming home with me now because I'm cheap. Now, okay, this is going to get weird, but hang on a sec. The reason I had this from last week, but I didn't get it out because of that. You hear the noise. Oh, noisy. All right, I actually bought this thing. Yeah, it's black. Does anybody have any idea why I would buy this creepy looking black hair? Now, I don't usually use like human-esque hair or wig hair on my dolls, or really doll wigs, but I think I can do something with this one because that one is way too cool. I paid 50 cents for this, but it was a 20% off day. So yeah, got a good deal. Yeah, that is just fun. I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna take it apart. I mean, I can look at it and see how to sort of unsew it, and then I can use it for the wefts. Gothic girls, as good answer. Edwin's got the right answer. So, oh wow, I didn't even have to unsew it, y'all. I think it's just coming off. It's kind of pulling off right there. So yes, I do have a couple of wigs that aren't really cool looking wigs, so I can move it. I can add that to it. Let's see. Nice hair. But speaking of things that I got from the dolls, I bought these hair extensions for $1.55, and they're not like a real high quality one, but they're a red. I know they look kind of brown maybe, but they're really reddish. They're auburn. Auburn's probably a good hair. Yes, this really. If you saw my shrunken head, my shrunken head actually has this kind of hair on it. But this is a really cool color, and I do like reds on my dolls. So I have a lot of really big dolls that I haven't done because I don't have any hair for them. And if you try using the Tibetan lamb hair, it's just not going to work. It's not going to be enough. So I'm thinking I can make a wig out of this. I'll figure it out. I always figure something out. And then I will pick up the weirdest stuff. So I'm in line. There's a lot of people there. And these shorts are like hanging over on the side, you know, where I'm in line at the end of the rack. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love that fabric. That is the craziest fabric. And they're too big. I said, oh, they're 14s. They're kind of big, you know, but yeah, I'm big on little 14. But I was. Anyway, they're $3.20. I was like, yeah, I've got fabric. I'm good. And then I looked in the sign, said 50 cents for green tags. I was like, oh yeah. Isn't that weird? It's coming home with me. Look at that. So I love this fabric because that just really rough look is going to look so sweet on like one of my boys, my little Gothic boys. I'm thinking dolls all the time, thinking about my dolls. I've got to get to work. But I have some more Halloweeny fun coming up. Yeah, I don't know why we have a tree star, but I'm digging it. I'm digging. And no, those pants do have a nice texture, really rough. Love them. They're just so old looking already. They kind of remind me of like sackcloth, you know. So here is this tree, you know, topper, but I don't think, oh yeah, it's gonna work. I forgot about my other things working now. I gotta bend it, you gotta squish them. I like to just display them. And this one's gonna need some squishing to get it to sit right. Maybe. It was sitting and then I messed with it. So that is just a little cute thing to just to put with my witches or whatever on my mantle. I love the black glitter. I think that is going to be a fun little decoration to add to my stuff. I'm so excited about Halloween this year. We're gonna have so many good decorations. Speaking of good decorations, this was kind of over in the corner. You probably could see it this whole time. That is look, can you see the bones? Wait, look, because you can see the ones like there. See the little bones, like finger bones, I guess. And that is over here. It's so weird to center things and turn things. Yeah. So that's going to be adorable. And it's glittery. Can you tell it's glittery? Yeah, you can see the glitter. Yeah, you know, I don't do a lot of boys because why? I have to sew all their clothes. But just wait, Edwin, I got something to show you. You're so excited for me. Now, yeah, couldn't pass this up. No, you had to have it. So what this is like a hair comb. And then somebody has put a band on it, I guess, so it would stay on better. They just kind of hand sewed it. But I love this fascinator. I have got to find, maybe me. I may be wearing this. That is adorable. So shall I wear it now? Is it going to work? I look so good in the house. Yeah, that's a good look. Now I know my girls at J Dolls UK and Dolls Rescued. They are going to say it saw me. They're going to be challenging us with some kind of, doll thing that has to do with witches. And I found this. I said, okay, I'm ahead of the game. I got me a hat. So I'm ready. So I'm ready, ladies. When y'all do this, I am ready. Yeah, like I've never seen a candle holder like that. And like I said, it's just a Halloween decoration, but it is going to be adorable. Now, I wish I had more drippy candles. I only had 2 in that box. If I had 4, how precious would that have been? I did get a goodie bag, and it's not very much in it because it had some other stuff that was not Halloween in it. So I pulled that out. But I did get this in a goodie bag from. If you watch my Saturday video for our vlog for Vlogust, please watch it. It's got some really cool stuff. And one of the things that was in here, and I thought this is something I wouldn't really use for decor, but I think it's cute. It's a cute. Nothing. They're cute. Oh, yeah, I'm hanging on to that for a tier tray. Yay! Tier trays. Yeah, the goodie bag was kind of a fail. Now, there was something in here. Why did I buy this? I don't even know. I don't remember what was in it that made me buy it in the first place. But something cool to look at. So I think like one thing was in it, and I paid $2.75 for it. But I do like this pumpkin. So I'm getting a lot of pumpkins that are a good size. And this pumpkin, of course, I love my Degan witches. And this one is going to look really good. Yes, Edwin is cool. Edwin is cool. He's really big. Edwin's been with me a long time. He has really given me a lot of encouragement from day one. And we met because he bought some of my babies. Now this is, so this is going to look good with my Deacon or something. Figure something out. I may have to put that with one of my dolls, actually. I think that I have the doll as a scarecrow that I never made shoes for. So he's just been sitting there all this time without shoes. And he's adorable. And he's a boy. And he's kind of tall. Put that with him. All right. Why? But my little dancers. I have no windows that look into my house. Yeah, that would light these up. So I'm gonna put them on my dash. That'll work. And then I don't know what it is. With the glitter backs this year, they're everywhere. But this is so cute. He's got Google eyes. Can you see his Google eyes? So personal. Get those eyes rolling. He's not one to move. So that's pretty funny. And I'll figure him out. He's got to go with something. And then this is like not really me, but it was in the back, and it's so precious. Look at cute things. I kind of want to hang on to things and just see what I can do with them. And then if I can't, then I'll just give them back to God. I was at Dollar Tree. I noticed these hats are back up, but they're not as big. But getting back to, I know there's going to be a challenge to make a witch doll. I found these first. So that was my first attempt at a doll hat. I was like, okay, I'm better get these because I'm going to need them. And I got these. And so I could use these with a doll, but I'm really digging the purple one. But these are pretty cute too. This was kind of falling apart. I gotta work on that one. And I just got the weirdest stuff. I got a jar. Why do I have a jar? I was so excited about getting this jar. Who can guess why I got this jar? I was thinking distress in the top, making it brown, anybody? Anyone? I like to say, think about that a minute. See if you figure out what that jar is for. And I got the cutest set of nesting boxes. The jar over here. These are so sweet. And I didn't pay much for them. Maybe it's on the bottom. But I think I would just put these across my fireplace. They are so sweet and colorful, and I could find something to do with these. Now this has that glitter stuff on it. You can see that glitter. And then the big one, who's got some other glitter stuff on his face too. Yeah, I paid $1.75 for all 3 of these. So that's see the adorable things I find at Rolling Hills. Love that store. It is so much fun. That is the best therapy ever. And one of the things I picked up, okay, everybody's like throwing out their burlap now, and I'm grabbing it up. I did get this. This is the P for my husband's name, but I was hoping this would come off. I'm trying, but it does kind of work with what I want to do. I'm trying to do this thing for like a anniversary table. It's gonna have burlap on it. Why? I guess because everybody's doing these weddings and we didn't do like this big formal wedding. I said, this is a mini celebration. Anybody figure this out? Did you figure this out? Not the holiday scene. Yes, kind of. There's something from the, I guess you could put them out during the holidays, but they're good any time of the year. Did you watch my video on the little things that I made? Do you remember? Think about that. And not scarecrows. I got the word "the" out of wood. I'm thinking ahead, folks. I am really thinking of ahead of, I got plans for my future here. And I got the Irish. So I had the Irish. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I paid 99 cents for both of these. It's just the cutest. It's adorable. Yeah, I'll let you think about this a little bit more because I like this one. It's yes, the fairy, yay! This one's bigger, so that you're gonna be able to see it better because it's gonna be bigger. I'll be able to spread his wings out more. Perfect. And then I guess I could put dog treats in it or something. That was something else. One thing, how's my time doing? I don't know. I don't have a clock. All right, so I'm going to make some noise with this bag. Let me get my Irish out of the way. There were all these, what's the O? Deborah, what's the O for? So, it's for O, okay. So the goodie bags, like in the toys and all that kind of stuff, I never think of this until now. I need to start thinking about this before I buy any more toys. So I'm not a smoker, but whoever had these dolls was, and they smell like, they smell very strongly of a house that had a smoker in it. And they're so hard to sell on eBay. And what's so sad is I usually can sell these dolls, but I do have to admit that, it has been in the home of a smoker, and that really kind of kills some sales. But these are the cutest dolls, and they're not real strong. I think if I air them out, I think they're going to be okay. And I will, point that. They're clean. They're very clean. I mean, seriously, look at them. She is super clean. She almost looks like she was just bought and put away because these dolls came out a long time ago. And her hair, that's not supposed to stick up. So if you remember these dolls, these are by, I think Gijo made some, or Gigo, I don't know how you said that company. Just China. And the other ones were something, what's your tag? Yeah, these are the Gigo, and they're called some kind of pals. I forgot. But I have sold these over the year. In fact, I have a Pinterest page just for, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's in there that I could smell it. So I'm just, look, I had got things that were covered with tar, and that kind of stuff is just not sellable. But she is going to clean up. I mean, she's clean, and I think she was just in a house where somebody said maybe in a container, or maybe, I don't know. But I think okay. Here's what I've learned: people who smoke can smell other people's cigarettes over their own. Like if someone who smoked can smell this because they were so, that smells like because it's not their brand, and that's how it is. So anyway, they're cute, and these sell. I've seen these bigger ones go for about $10 to $15. What's called $10 to $15, and I have two. So oh my gosh, the face on this one, that is hilarious. So I grabbed these because I promise you they sell, and I love taking pictures of them, and I love my Pinterest page because it's just full of them. But then I found another. Wait, are those them? Yeah, okay, this has two different types of dolls in it. Bust this one open. Yeah, came from the same place. But this is, this one has a really kind of, okay, I have never seen this face. Now I have seen some really funny faces like this one, the kind of crying one looking face. That's not in the picture. There she is. I've seen that face before. I've never seen this one before. It's just kind of squishy face. But these are the tiny ones. I think this was, they're making them all these different sizes. And like these are a little bit different. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're a different doll. You lost your bloomers. She's lost her bloomers. But that, and their faces, what? Can't turn them right way. They're sweet. No, they're Chico. Or Gijo. Oh, Gigo. So here's my funny story about this doll. I had these, but they weren't African American. But hang on, I got two more in here. And These, I think, are city toy brands, but these were, oh, I have 3 more. Whoa, I am loaded with babies. So many babies. Oh my gosh, these are so sweet. And I think they're, I'm going to get into your neck. It's going to say China. Yeah. Behringer is, or Behringer, whatever you said their name. They made some for a while that were the bigger ones. But yeah, then I think this company took over. So these are so sweet. Now, these all have the same face and they're tiny. So here's my story. This is my eBay story. Because if you do a lot of eBay, you got some stories. And you know it. And in my listing, it said, 6-inch doll, blah, 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 6-inch doll. Okay, 6-inch doll in the title. I took a photo of my dolls like this next to I'm bumping my thing. I just realized what I'm doing. Next to a ruler. There's a big ruler. It's a big red ruler that has big numbers on it. Okay. So I listed it, and this lady bid on them and ended up winning. Nobody else bid. So she got them really cheap. I think like $3.99 for two of these. So, but they didn't have clothes on or anything. I get a message from her a couple of days, a few days later saying, these dolls are little. And she was so mad about this. And I said, well, yeah, it says in the title that they're, 6 inches. And she was, well, I thought they were big and I want my money back. And I said, well, that's fine, but you need to pay for the shipping to return them. Of course, the shipping is going to cost more than, the dolls. And she was really mad about that because she didn't think she should have. She said, I did not represent them and all this stuff. She was just being really hateful. Well, not at that point. At this point, she was just mad. And so she was sending me the thing, well, I don't want to pay, blah, blah, blah. And of course, she filed a case against me. And I was like, thanks. And this is one of those times, thank goodness eBay took my side because, man, I was like, I'm not having this. And I said, it is in the picture. On their photo of them being 6 inches long, is in the title. And so anyway, thank goodness eBay took my side, but they should have been because I was in the right, obviously. So that's my good eBay story. I don't know, cover your booty on everything. Make sure you write down everything. Just imagine that when you're listing something on eBay that somebody is going to come back and do this crazy stuff. So you said, okay, so I found it with old bears. Oh yeah, we'll get back to that. The nicotine. Yeah. It's the plastic. Yeah. That's, if it wasn't in plastic, I would have known, but they're really clean. That's the thing going for them. And I've actually sold a couple of porcelain dolls. And I think the reason they came from this big bunch of dolls that were from a smoker is because maybe they were not originally, with that house or something. They just got thrown in the same box, or they were kept in a case or something and then they aired out after a couple, put them out, let them air out. But so I'm kind of debating on something. I was trying to leave the store, and this guy, I don't know if I want to get into these, he comes by me in a buggy as I was heading to the line up, and he had all these beads, just a bag of beads. And I'm going to be full of regrets on this one. And it was $5.75, which is, I'm like, dude, that's really high for beads. I'm seeing a lot of plastic, but then I started looking, I said, there's things in here. There's, your other pieces that go to making jewelry. I'm seeing a lot of junk in this one. I don't want to dig through it because it's going to be so much to do, but I bought all 3 bags because I'm crazy. But this one, I think maybe has more, but what I'm talking about? It's got the gold wire, and it's got, if I start like thumbing around in it, I said, it's got stuff I can use in it. But I don't know if that's $5.75 worth of stuff, or if I would have gone out to a store and bought it because I didn't know if I really needed it. So that was one of my moments where I was like, what am I doing? Why am I buying these? And then in this one has some metallic beads, kind of interesting. But yeah, mostly kind of junky beads, but every now and then you'll see something interesting. And so I will I need to put a big bunch of beads to sell, like one big lot, and get rid of them on eBay. And probably start with these. So there's a lot of things in here I do not need at all. What you got? Exactly. Oh, okay. So here is the thing. And really, let me look around. Let's dump along. Backs? No. we don't have a whole lot of stuff because okay, most of my stuff was in the plates and things like table decor stuff. So be sure to watch my video on Saturday. You can see all my table decor stuff that I bought, and my table. Oh no, I didn't do my table. You get to see my I have a cabinet, and I decorate the top of the cabinet. I got a boy, and he is so cute. And I have these spaces, but this one's a little bigger. But why I love this doll, even though I had this space, and let me tell you, I can do a lot with this face to change it. It's a good face because it's really smooth. And I have made lots of expressions on this face. I love in the chunky hands. See, you don't want to do a boy with skinny hands. I'm looking over at Edwin's picture, like, hey, I'm talking to him, because you want a boy to have chunky hands. It's just, boys just have a lot of times, and chunky feet, and he's got good clothes on. These clothes, oh my gosh, and everybody's like, don't do it, don't make it a gothic baby. But he'll be so much cuter. I mean, he's cute now, but he'll be so much cuter. The fact is, there are other dolls like this in the world. They're out there doing their thing, living their lives. They're exactly like him. Do your magic. Yes, I'm going to do my magic on you. But I love that outfit. Look, it was $3.75. I'm like, guys, really? Do you see me coming? And as they do this because they know. But do you know how much a pair of shoes costs? Just the little shoes are ridiculous. So I did good. I actually did really good on this. I got a stand that's in pretty good shape. That's why I hate my stands don't look good because they're usually secondhand stands. I'm not gonna go buy a new stand. But they no, this guy's gonna be a precious. It's a gothic thing. You just gotta appreciate the gothics. But it gets better. Yes, there's more. Always more. There's always more. Let me fix you. This doll is made off of a vintage mold, and I love her little face. Oh gosh, I can't turn it the right way. Get her closer to the camera. Her tongue is kind of sticking. I'm trying to angle her. Can y'all see her little tongue is sticking out? Needs a brother. Yes. No, I still have the scarecrow. I need to get the scarecrow done for you if you want him. His hair's crazy. He's got the crazy hair. But anyway, I love her little tiny tongue sticking out. And I have a doll. I have a very nice doll that's the actual, more of a vintage doll. But these are cast from a vintage mold. And she's got little baby hands, little chubby baby hands. So she's so different than my other dolls. And her dress is really nice. And it's not the same color as that boy. This is red. And this stuff you can dye, and it turns a pretty cool like red black. I mean, it hangs on to his red, I'm telling you. But then you'll get some really good effects with the lace. And her hair, look at her. She's already a hot mess. She needs to be redone. She needs a little gothicness in her life. Now, what? I'm sorry. It's actually had speaking of big dolls, this is a big girl. And her dress is so sweet. Let me get back. Yeah. So her dress is so pretty. And she would make, this dress right here would probably fit an 18-inch doll, but it's going to be a lot longer. Sending you again. But this hair, I said, oh, this hair is so cool. But a lot of the hair is cut off. They chopped her hair off in the back so that they could put her hat on. And plus it's got glue. Let me grab her hat. My gothic dolls never have hats because you don't bury people with hats on. Come on. Or do you? I don't think. Well, bonnets, maybe, but not like a straw hat. So I'm really kind of, I was hoping the hair was chopped it off. And I like when I was looking at her actual wig, I ripped the wig off. It's not a very big wig. And so I can put it on a smaller head, and I think it would look fuller. But yeah, that's how I would make a boy. And this is really big though. Yeah, it's a definitely. What? Please send me a picture. Get on my Gmail account. Gmail, what is it? Yeah, go look on my about page, my address. Please send me one. I really want to put a picture. I'm so happy. You made my day. I love being a teacher, like that's kind of in my blood. And so when my kids do something great, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you did a great job. So emotional. But anyway, yeah, this is going to be a boy. And its hands are kind of, because it's a little girl with pretty chunky hands. So that's going to make a precious boy, but it's so big. So much bigger than the other dolls. I have to find someone to go kind of complimenting. So he is going to be really big. I probably have another doll that's kind of proportioned. You know, well, no, not really. What? Wow, that's kind of my thing. That's my thing right now. I was pretty good. No, I wasn't. I spent a lot of money. So much money. I owe my husband a lot of money. Because yeah, back when I was selling stuff on eBay, it kind of worked its way out. And that is how I like to do things. I really prefer to make some money and spend some money versus just spending money and not making any kind of money. Need to work on that, right? Um, okay, yeah, I guess see if you can send me a picture or if you do videos, post me a video and send me a link because I'll post your link on the comments of that video, especially part 2. Yeah, so did you see the jar earlier? Were you here for the jar? Oh, well, you just got I was having people guess what the jar was for. I bet you would have guessed what the jar was for. Isn't that good? That's a big jar. And like, so my other one, he's so crowded, his little wing, which I love. I mean, I seriously think that works for him. He's like all, like crunched down and he's just, oh, I am so creepy. Anyway, I love him. He's great. But you want to get back what we were talking about. What were we talking about? I mean, spending money. Yeah, I gotta work on that. I do have to work on that. No, I got to put stuff on eBay. Hopefully it'll sell because that's what's going to make a difference. I have a list of what I needed to do. Okay. So one on my list. So I've been sorting through stuff and trying to box up and get some things out of my office / staging room, I guess you call it. Well, anyway, where I store all my dishes and stuff. And I have to get the spring out and my spring and summer. But then I had this like weird like Mardi Gras, and we have a Mardi Gras. I kind of said it the wrong way. Said it the North Louisiana way, Mardi Gras. Anyway, I have a box that I put like Valentine's stuff in. I have a box I'm putting my St. Patrick's Day stuff in. I have a box just for that because that way it's just out of my way. And during that season, I just get that box out. But see, right now it's like I have stuff here and I have stuff there and I have stuff back in the barn. I have stuff in the attic. And so I'm trying to get organized because that's part of the fun is just getting organized. And that was one thing that I'm doing. The other thing is that, man, I have had some weird stuff going on with my fibromyalgia and my stomach, and the medicine I take just made me so sleepy. I'm kind of out of it for 2 days. But that's my life right now, and that's why I just hate it when I really want to do something. I'm so excited about getting something done, and I am tired, really tired. But, oh my gosh, these babies, they're so funny. So if you get a chance, I don't even know if you can find my Pinterest, how you would find it. It'd probably be under Jerry Taylor, Geri, which is down there somewhere, and then Taylor. And find my Pinterest account because that's where I post a lot of stuff that I list on eBay. Then I post my dolls, and I post my videos. So I kind of been building up a Pinterest account that's not doing very well. But anyway. So one thing I realized, I don't give anyone a chance to chat because we were like trying to wrap it up as quickly as possible. But if somebody wants to chat a bit, how much time do I have? I don't have a clock. Or you know why? Because it's on, my thing is up there. So I made a lot of dead fairies using black painted maple leaves as wings. See, I saw people doing that and they're beautiful. I love that. That's great. I think that's beautiful. And I'm going to make a wreath. I use your method using a hot glue gun to bend these. Yay. And it works great. It does. Now, there is the guy that I really like who was using his heat gun, and he's able to do some stuff. I was watching how he did his. I don't really want to use my heat gun. I am the worst about burning myself on things like that. So I feel like I have more control with the glue gun. So that's just a recommendation. Thank you for sharing that, Beth. I appreciate it. And that, yeah. And did you find something to use for hair? Did you put the hair on yours to keep them bald? Yeah, I recommend everybody needs to make some dead fairies at some point in their life. Now, one thing, I put a link to the guy. I can't think what he did. He makes all these monsters. But he did some plastic, and he had like glued it onto some wire. And then when you put his heat gun, I don't think my hair dryer would work on that, but what I was using, you could use a hair dryer. It's a little bit more control. And that, once again, you will melt your little plastic guy. He will just fall. I mean, and your glue and anything you put on there, it's going to melt right off. So that's why I really liked using the hair dryer, and my kept it kind of, easier. Listen, I mean, who all has a hot, one of those heat guns anyway? No. No, but those little finger things came in really handy, except I can never find them. I kept losing them. I don't know. Now, some people use those black gloves. You know, you can get those gloves now that you can wear. I like them without hair too. I mean, I have both, and I dig my. I really like my mummified fairy. I can't believe this is where this conversation's going, but I am good with this. I like her hair because it just kind of just went all over the thing. I thought that looked kind of fun. But yeah, I am so happy to have that now because when I saw that, we went to Universal Studios for the what's it called? The where they have all the houses, the haunted houses, during October. So we went during October and saw that. Something Halloween, and that was so much fun. And so to find that something I could do myself with those little skeletons. After that, I was like, oh, I'm on this. I know how they did this, and I'm gonna make me one. And that's how I think. Crazy mind in action. But these, oh yeah, those will find a sweet home. I have. What's there something cool that I got that I just kind of threw it out really fast? No. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you weren't here earlier, but for this, but okay. Now I collect these skeleton cake scarecrows that and so in the scarecrow theme with the corn husk face, white and gray, so they had different personalities. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Oh, by the way, where'd you find your skeletons? Are they out? If you've seen any, please let people know because I didn't see them last time I was out. So anyway, I do these that have only the ones with the corn husk, but I also have witches and I have I keep looking over at my names over here versus my I'm learning. But I have witches, ghosts, and of course pumpkins. What are the and skeletons? I have skeletons made out of corn husk. Oh my god, so cute. So I say I'm gonna have. I will. I've got to get them out. I need to at least do one thing with them, and may have to put them back up because they're. I have so many, and I keep thinking, okay, I'm gonna like scale down, but then you see all their little faces, and you're like, I can't pick. Who would I choose? Yeah, so let me know where you picked up your skeletons, unless you already had them. Really, yes, and it's got the cute little shaped head. It's just like a little skeleton shaped head, and it's wrapped, and his body is just like it's just real skinny, but it's like his chest is one piece. It's not every rib. It's like one. Oh, they did have them. I am so excited. So I'm wondering because they still had spring here, if they don't have some wings still there. But personally, I have seen so many different versions that I kind of like all of them. I mean, I just like them all. The wings of the maple, I bet that is because of the shape, just all the little points. It's going to look so good. Oh, I have a couple of DIY ideas. And you're going to see, if you watch the video on Saturday, I got this kind of Halloween arrangement stuff that was in a goodie bag. They just like threw it on the goodie bag. But it had these leaves in it that were painted silvers and bronze, just like all metallic looking. And I'm thinking I need to make some leaves like that to do something with. That's going to be a good DIY project, especially with Dollar Tree because they're not the best anyway. And if you paint them, they may come out really cool. We'll try that. Good, sounds like fun. And then I do have some silver trays I really need to paint. So hey, what time is it? Somebody give me a time. Oh, it depends on where you are though. Oh, here it is. I've only been over 48 minutes. I'm good. I got to keep it under an hour. So we got like 10 minutes. What do you want to talk about? So no butterflies. Oh yeah, but see, I like that. I kind of like that you had to push your imagination and figure out what you wanted to do. That you had to put on the creative hat for that one. I'm hoping you can get me a picture. Oh, you can find me on Facebook and all that. And we'll figure. Oh, so it's 8:18 your time. Then it's 7 my time. Yeah, so I've got about 10 minutes maybe. Yeah. I do okay, so let me just start with this. I don't really get to talk about the cray cray. But I do have this amazing ability to see a thing and figure out how to make another thing out of it. And it's come in really handy in theater because anytime we need costumes, anything like that, I'm like, hey, I think I can do that. Let me see what I got. And I can create something. And I'm so lucky to have a very wonderful theater family to hang out with, who were all kind of like that. And my friend Karen, who's amazing. We did costumes together. It's just breaking my, hey, Lotta, you just showed up. You missed everything. We're just chatting. So we're just chatting about stuff. So we have been covering Halloween decorations. I bought like crazy stuff. I have been doing the weirdest things lately. I'm just like shove everything in. And yeah, it's oh, you know what? I'm going back to the star because some of y'all missed the star. But if you were, I don't know if you were on yet, Edwin, when I got this star out. Okay, I think that is just cool for. Oh, you did have. Oh, so you had a butterfly. Okay, a big one like that worked. So that's cool. Anyway, that's the cutest star is like a tree topper. I don't do the Halloween tree, but maybe I need to. I thought that was really cute to set up. I buy these all the time just to set on shelves and set up on my mantle. I think they're pretty cute. So that's I just have to get all these ideas. It's so much fun to have all these ideas, but yeah, this will be crazy. Like, oh, but it's good to have a group of people who like support that. So when can you repurpose found items? When can you repurpose found items? Now with really theaters like kind of shut down for the past year and a half, it's kind of slow getting back into gear. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, but this is weird. So our college, Halloween gives me a lot of chances to do all sorts of repurposing. I could figure something out. But I live in a college town, and our university is Louisiana State University, and the theater department were posting some pictures in a magazine. They're like our Lincoln Living magazine, and they had these masks that had foam like here and here, and I guess here, and then they're plastic, all plastic. Like you can see their whole faces, and it's not like the kind that you strap here. They're like sealed up, but they're really tight. So and I can't believe the lighting doesn't affect this. They're doing the weirdest thing. They're doing the play in these clear masks. They're like on their face, and then they're going to live stream it. And so that's going to be really interesting. I think that's fascinating. I was wondering what those kids were doing in the theater department at our college. So when you are a crafter, everything has potential. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Sorry, I meant that it's great to repurpose items found from thrift stores. Yes. And one of the things, if you watched my scarecrows video, little babies, I did. That is a very good example of something I got at a thrift store versus say just going to the Dollar Tree. I actually found those at a thrift store. Support your local thrift store and whatever they're raising money for. It's a good idea because things you can find. So that just came together out of things found at the thrift store, and I kind of explained this more in my Saturday video. But I got some pretty cool things to put them in at Ruston Market, so that was amazing. I mean, Ruston Market. What am I talking? Ruston. I'm sorry. Rolling Hills thrift store. So yes, that all this. That's all thrifted stuff. One thing, I got a bunch of pumpkins, and I have a bunch of silk stuff, but I think these are cute. And I did get a couple that were like this. I don't know if I want to do this though. I like my pumpkins being pumpkins, but I do like that I have one that somebody made. It's cute. So that's a fun thing. Yeah, I got some really cool stuff. So your scarecrows are better than what you thought. Thank you. Thank you for that, Edwin. I do love my scarecrows. I don't think I would want to sit and try to make those for other people because I'm picky and I spend a lot of time on those. You would be surprised how long I spent on those. They look really, I don't know if I have any good close-ups. I can get them out. But they have, why I use pencil versus just, you can use soft pastels. The reason I use the pencil, I love the pencil marks on it. It has like little bitty marks. So it really looks more homemade that way. I mean, more artist made. But it has a lot more texture to it, versus if I just use pastels on this, then it would just be color and it didn't have any personality. I did talk about the Day of the Dead. Yeah, that was like one of my my students. We did that. I don't remember what age I did that with. Sometimes there was an option they could do that. We draw skulls every class I had one class every 9 weeks, and we always draw skulls. And I do encourage them to draw the Day of the Dead ones, or say it in Spanish. I can't say it in Spanish. This is how I speak Spanish. But when we do the skulls, I teach them how to draw a skull. We have this little thing that we go by. And then, and we talk about being the part of the face, and you build the face is built up off, it's a structure for your face. And we talk about all that. And then when I talk about doing sugar skulls, this is the trick I tell them. First, I kind of challenge them with it. I said, no, you draw half the face, draw half of it, color half of it. And then you're going to fold it in half. You're going to hold it out. And I showed them how to trace on the windows so they could get all their markings on the other side. Anyway, it's just crazy how we do it. But yeah, if you flip it, and look through we can see what you have done, and then the other side through like a light board, but we didn't have any light boards. But we'd have to wait for a sunny day. The sun had to hit our room right because we're on the wrong side of the building for the sun. Anyway, and so I taught them how to do it. So that's how to draw your own. If you want them to match really good, you have to do one side, and you got a nice crease down the middle. Oh well, they dealt with it. So fun of them. A few of them did that. Okay, if you have been around the house, are you talking about the skulls? If you have done, so if you've been to the Dollar Tree, oh yeah, they've got the coolest skulls there right now. They're the woodcuts, and they're big. They're like big, and they're going to look amazing. I think that's one of the coolest things I've ever seen at the Dollar Tree. So those are fun. But yeah, back to that, trying to get same thing kind of with them, kind of trace it. Fold if you want to add all this stuff to it, trace it, fold that in half. So, well, hopefully your eyes should line up. And then, cut it out, then fold it in half. But do one side, and then maybe get some transfer paper. And the other, if you don't have some kind of transfer paper, we use charcoal. We just write on the color on the back. Just things you do. Things you do. Get those kids incentive to draw something. So there's that. Woo, we're at 56. What else do you want to talk about? I'm going to do an easy one as soon as I put. Okay, so really, are you talking about the skeletons, Cheryl? Or are you talking about the the pumpkins? Like these guys. So another thing with these, you can buy those. I have one. Yeah, I guess this kind. You can get this kind that's got this kind of finish on it. It would look just as cute. Look, it's already kind of distressed too. But you're going to use like a marker or paint, but whatever you do, make sure you seal it, because it will, this stuff is so slippery, it would peel off. Now, I bought large skeletons. Oh. So yeah, I did that. Okay, I have those. Yeah, I do. I dress them up. I dress them up in I have, okay, so back to that. I have a lot of porcelain dolls and clothes, and I dressed them in porcelain doll clothes. And they were hilarious. So yes, I'm all for that. Those things are fun. Hey, I thought, I bought a really big set of wings like a kid would wear, thinking I would put it on the back of one of those 15-inch skeletons. I keep looking at the names, people, like something's going to pop up. So I thought that would be like a giant fairy, but I ended up not doing it because I love those wings, and I have got to put them on a doll. I've got to find a real, either black with purple or blue right now. But they're black wings, and I said, oh no, I have got to put this on a Gothic doll. They're too cool for just these dollar store skeletons. Yeah, I do like this one. I got to include that with my that's a really nice pumpkin. It's the only one I have, so I'm going to put this with one of my dolls, my Gothic boys. I got to finish my boy. He just needs shoes. He's got really big feet, so I couldn't go and buy a pair of shoes because I couldn't find any. Couldn't find his size. There's no place around here that sells them, and you have to order them. And so I was going to make him some shoes. That hadn't happened. Speaking of making shoes, Dolls Rescue and J Dolls UK have a great challenge coming up with the clothes. We're going to dress our dolls. Oh, please watch mine. Oh, guys. Okay, so it is 59 minutes. I probably need to wrap this up. But wow, I thought it would be kind of the same thing. I thought to do the same. Yeah. Okay. Oh, do. Oh, please do. Figure out a way to send me pictures. Anyway, gonna wrap this up because I need to keep it under an hour. So thanks for watching, and make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. I think most of y'all are subscribed. And hey, So you hit that notification button because sometimes I do live shows and I make really good videos. Bye. Oh, God, I don't know how to turn this off. Oh, my mouse is gone. My mouse has left me. My mouse is gone. There it is. I can edit this out, right? My gosh, I can't get. No, my mouse is dead. It's so dead. Come over here. Get over here. Turn off. And in stream.